lost. It's WrestleLost. It's WrestleLost. Can you believe it? King Bad God. Oh. I see that, JR. It's triggered. It's Johnny. It's Drew. Can you believe it? It's going to be a slobber knocker. As they say, anything can happen on WrestleLost. Welcome to WrestleLost, folks.
Ah, yes, it's the dance here. It's the WrestleLost Derby cast.
The sniper.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to WrestleLost. Well, turns out there's going to be quite a bit to talk about. So to get it going, here's Johnny.
All right. First, a quick G1 update. First on Eddie Kingston, he is 2-2 currently. He had hard-hitting matches this week with both Aaron Henare and Tomohiro Ishii. He lost the Ishii match. The Aaron Henare match he won only because they both traded knockout blows, and Hinari landed on his back, and Kingston landed face first on top of Hinari. That's how he got the win.
Nice.
Yeah. And surprisingly, Will Ospreay defeated Okada in their match, which is for everyone this week was match 4 and match 5 coming up for C&D tomorrow. But they're in Block B. They're both now 4-1. Okada was in first place, but because Will Ospreay defeated him, now Will's in first place. Everyone still has, well, at least Block C and D have 3 matches left to go. Block A and B have 2 matches left to go before we start the playoffs, which will begin, I believe, on August 9th. So Eddie Kingston actually still has a chance. If he can win out the rest of his matches, he should be able to make the playoffs. He's at 4 points right now. You get 2 wins, 2 points for a win. So hopefully hope for the best. And by next weekend, the playoff picture should look a little more clear. What doesn't look clear is yesterday we found out that Vince McMahon had back surgery last week. Surprising news that they were keeping on the down low. Nobody knew about this. Somebody had put that this was life-altering surgery. So I don't know, altering for the good or altering for the not so good.
If I had to take a guess, it would be not so good, just because of his age.
Yeah.
Like you're a couple years away from 80. All right. Like it's time for you to chill out. And if back surgery isn't a sign of you having to calm it down, I don't know what is. But I've seen mixed emotions as far as how this is being received. A lot of people are like, yeah, get well soon. We don't wish, even though he's had a rough last year and a half to 2 years with everything going down.
Yes.
Some people are like, we wish you a speedy recovery. Other people are like, we hope this takes a turn for the worst. So it goes a bit both ways.
I just wanted to enjoy his retirement.
A lot of people are wishing that
a second retirement.
Yeah, just
this
retire.
time a real
step aside.
retirement.
Yeah, real retirement. Step aside. Let the young kids run it.
Yeah, because it's about this time last year that he retired.
Yeah, yeah, but I agree with Andrew. It's time for you to step away. This should be that sign. It's time for you to step away and let the young bucks run it.
Wait a minute. They're not in that.
Wait a minute.
Oh
They're
no,
not in that.
not those young bucks.
That you know what I meant. I did
They
do
run
that
a different
on
company.
purpose. I did that on purpose. You know what I
I know.
meant.
Yes.
But okay,
It's
so
Sean's and Triple H and Road Dogs run it.
yeah,
Let DX run it. Hell,
DX.
there you go.
DX.
DX is running the show now. Okay, so this goes a little bit more towards Johnny. Did you see Wrestle Talks news today?
Yes.
So you caught what Tempest said about it?
Yeah, he said fuck him.
Yeah. So I got the audio clip just for because I knew we were going to bring it up. So yes, I wish him a recovery, but at the same time, I felt the same way as Tempest, and this is how he felt.
Regardless of our disagreement with his creative input and his philosophical views, we at Wrestle Talk would like to wish Vince the best in his recovery. Before
Look, man, if this leads to a Vince recovery in a way where he finally stays away from WWE, cool. That's what I want. I wish you that speedy recovery. If it's just going to be another recovery where as soon as he's able, he comes back and starts doing some shit, yeah, fuck that. I feel the same way as Tempest. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but that's how I feel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's time. It's time for you to go. According to Sean Rossap, the Endeavor deal should be finalized by the end of the year. So maybe they'll vote him out once the deal is finalized.
I need this deal to fully finalize like ASAP. I know they said the end of the year, and I'm no business person, but I can't believe it's taking that long. Just finalize everything already so we can get them out the door.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they also got TV rights deals to
Yeah,
figure out too.
everything all at once.
Yeah. Uh, so last week I mentioned that Brian Pillman Jr. was at the Performance Center. Well, now it's official. He's officially signed with WWE. He's going to be moving to Orlando next month, and will report to the Performance Center by the end of August. So I don't know. It sounds to me like he may be. I don't know. He may be headed to NXT, but I guess all new hires have to go to the PC. So I don't know.
He could get the Dominic route and just go straight to the main roster.
Yeah, but in this case, he's a much better wrestler.
Yes. A
Besides
much
Dominic,
better.
I think the last person to skip NXT was AJ
AJ.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Ronda, but does that really count?
But that's the thing. See, you just said it. AJ Styles had a name for himself when he came into WWE.
Yeah,
Ronda Rousey had already a name for herself when she came into WWE.
yeah.
And yes, we know who Dominic Mysterio is, but we didn't know what he could do as far as combat sports.
Yeah, yeah, because the last time we saw Dominic he was like 8 years old.
Yeah, he was still sneaking under the middle and bottom ropes.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we don't know you. You should have gone through NXT.
Well, they're headed in the right direction. He is an NXT champion, so
Yeah, like 3 years too late.
No, it's about time. Oh,
Fucking finally. We're going backwards here.
So as we're watching Collision right now, last week there was someone backstage at Collision. Uh, Scotty Tuhati is getting a tryout for a producer role as well as a coaching role.
I like it.
Yeah,
He has a lot of experience, obviously. He has a lot he could bring to the table, and I'm pretty sure he has a lot of great ideas as well. So just run with it, man.
yeah.
Ooh, damn.
Uh, Chris Hero is now officially signed as a producer with AEW. So yes, bring back the Kings of Wrestling,
Ah, hell yes.
or better yet, may bring him in as in part of BCC.
That would be an interesting way of doing it.
Yeah.
But hell yeah, dude. Whichever way they decide to bring him in, if they decide to bring him in as far as being on screen, cool. I want to see Scotty Too Hottie in AEW on TV.
Yeah.
So one of the things I thought about, since we're never gonna get Road Dogg in AEW, I'll be like, just team up Scotty Too Hottie with Billy Gunn and make New Age Outlaws 2.0 or some shit. I wouldn't mind that shit either. But the version of New Age Outlaws, hell yeah.
And as it turned out, we almost got Bret Hart in AEW. Bret Hart actually offered up his services as a producer, but he ended up not working with the company because all AEW wanted him to do was be a manager. Like they wanted to bring him in like Arn Anderson or Tully or Jake Roberts.
I understand you can't bring everybody in as like a producer or stuff like that, but it's Bret Hart.
Yeah,
You just let him kick around some ideas. I don't see a problem with it, but then again, I'm not Tony. I don't have the checkbook, so
and actually Orange Cassidy just became a producer as well and an agent in AEW.
hell yeah, dude. I mean, look, he's taken his bumps in AEW,
Yes.
more than enough to earn this position. Sorry, Brett. It had to be Orange Cassidy, bro.
Tomorrow night is NXT Great American Bash, and NXT they've been good about bringing back the old pay per view names. They brought back Battleground. They brought
In your house.
Vengeance. Well, they call it Vengeance Day, but
Yeah.
it's Vengeance.
You also had In Your House.
Yeah, and so and they're scheduled to bring another one back. So the next NXT PLE is going to be September 30th in Bakersfield, California. It's going to be No Mercy. NXT No Mercy.
I like the use of the pay per view names.
Yeah.
We just like, okay, the product is decent enough, but we just need that black and gold NXT.
Yeah.
Dominic isn't cutting it, man. Like, I don't know. I'm just stuck on Dominic right now since he's North American champion. But
Yeah.
yeah, if you do the black and gold stuff, or maybe even take the title off of Dominic at the pay per view, I'm down. But they're gonna need some work.
Yeah. He's in a triple threat tomorrow with Mustafa and Wesley.
Yeah.
I don't see him surviving it.
I do.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
I'm seeing him stealing one like he always does.
Judgment Day will help.
Kind of like Austin Theory steals one all the time.
Yeah.
Like when he fought Seth and Lashley. He got in there and stole one. Somebody else did all the work.
Yeah.
I see Dominic doing the same thing for a couple of pay-per-views, losing, forget their feud and go back to the main roster.
Well, I think right now both Dominic and Theory are at risk of losing their titles. So definitely Theory more than Dominic.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that soon.
Yeah. And finally, on the injury front, on Monday's Raw, there were two angles. Let's hit the mic. Two angles that were set up to write wrestlers off for a while because of legit injuries. So, yeah, during the match speaking of Dominic, between Dominic and Sami Zayn, uh, Rhea Ripley and Damien, they beat Kevin Owens up on the stage. That was because Kevin Owens had a legit fractured rib that he'd been wrestling with for a few weeks now. And so backstage, when Kevin said, "I think I have a broken rib," that was actually real. Yeah, he did have a broken rib. And then later on in the night, uh, Rhea Ripley attacked Liv Morgan before their match, and she had her arm in a chair while stomping on it, and that was to cover up a fractured shoulder that Liv had or has, which is going to keep her out again, unfortunately, for a while. And they, as far as the Kevin Owens injury goes, they were looking for the perfect time to write him off, and seeing as Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn don't have a match scheduled for SummerSlam, which that card's already built. If you can believe, there's 9 matches already uh, for SummerSlam. So yeah, that was the perfect time to write him off for a few weeks, let him heal up.
Well, is this when they vacate and separate the titles again?
I don't think they do that.
No,
Uh, I mean, he's gonna come back sooner than later. It's not like he's gonna be out for months upon months. So I think they're gonna have the perfect way of extending and doing stuff with just Sammy until Kevin comes back.
yeah. And talking about SummerSlam, Grayson Waller this week extended what he was talking with Ariel Helwani, and he extended an invitation to The Rock to come to SummerSlam. And his reasoning was, hey, you know what? The Rock's not busy. There's an actor strike going on. He's not doing anything. So why not come to SummerSlam? I could see him playing multiple roles in SummerSlam, not only uh, just getting over Grayson Waller, but also being involved in tribal combat at the end of the.
I don't think he'd put Grayson Waller over.
Well,
Might be like,
not put him over as make him a star. I mean, like put him over like
make
put
him
him
main
over his
event
shoulder, like put him over his shoulder.
or do a rock bottom on him or something.
Yeah,
Kind of like Cena did it.
yeah. Apparently, Grayson Waller was trying to do the rock the people's elbow yesterday, and it didn't work.
No, it did not.
So
That,
hopefully, we get to see the Rock. I have strong doubts that we will, but you never know.
I don't know. It's still fairly new news.
Yeah,
If it's just for something with Grayson Waller, I think he'll decline and just stay away. But if they do decide to involve him in tribal combat, I could see he has to do it. Like, this is your family's thing. Well, I mean, he's technically, you know? So, yeah, if it's something to do with tribal combat, I think he'll do it. But if it's just to come in to fucking work with Grayson Waller, who the fuck wants to work with him? Yeah, but we'll see if he does show up. I'm gonna be hype.
Yeah. Oh, and that place is gonna pop.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. And that's the news.
Well, but before we move away real quick, since we did a little bit of Dominic talk on the news, I have one last thing on Dominic real quick. So this popped up on my Twitter feed about 30, 45 minutes before we went live. Dominic got a new tattoo.
This is breaking news.
And not only is it a new tattoo, he went the Cody route. It's a neck tattoo. I'm gonna say this before I show it to you guys. I like it. I'm a tattoo person. I like this tattoo. So here we go. If it'll decide to pop up. It says villano, which is villain in Spanish.
Yeah. So
I like it, man. I'm,
he does know there's a legacy of Villanos in AAA, right?
yeah, he definitely knows that.
He's gonna try for a Villano single.
Hey, look, man, I would whatever helps him get better. I'm all for it. So, look, I'm a tattoo person. I like this tattoo. It's simple, but I love it. So,
Yeah. By the way, go on our YouTube page and you'll see a video of Freddie getting his tattoo.
hell yes. I'm hoping to get another one soon, man. See, that's what happens when it's been a while and I get one. I want to get another one. So, hell yeah. I love that tattoo. So, had to show it here. So, now that we've gone through the news, we're going to go ahead and get into the moments of the week. I'm going to go over to Johnny and get his moment for Raw, for WWE.
Huh? Went wrong.
You're a little sidetracked.
I am. I'm watching Miro getting beaten up.
Yeah, I don't believe this beat up as much as I should,
Yeah.
but you can't try and sneak up on Miro.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna work.
And by the way, Andrade beat Buddy Matthews or Buddy Murphy, whatever Matthews Murphy. I don't care.
Buddy Matthews.
Buddy Matthews.
He's got his mask back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So now what I was saying is now that we've gone through the news, we're gonna go
Yes.
ahead and get into the moments of the week.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get your moment for WWE.
Okay. Actually, it's not really a good moment.
Oh,
Yeah, unfortunate.
that's unfortunate.
So I couldn't think of anything else. Not even the Bloodline was that good this week. But last night we had the finals, I guess you could say, of the U.S. title invitational between Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio. The match didn't really last that long because right before they went to commercial, I guess Rey was dumped to the outside, and Santos went to go do a tope onto Rey on the outside. They cut the commercial. When they came back, doctors were attending to Rey at ringside, and unfortunately, they had to stop the match because of an injury. And Santos won. He'll be facing Austin Theory in a couple weeks on SmackDown for the title. Santos apparently was going to win anyway, but this wasn't the way he wanted to win. I don't know. I haven't heard what the extent of the injury is. I know after the match, Ray was able to get up on his own power, and he did shake Santos' hand at the end.
So I've heard one major thing, which it sort of makes sense if you go back and look at the moment when it happened. There was a bit of a whiplash effect
Hmm.
when he hit the ground.
Okay,
So I'm thinking it's one of two things. It's either a neck issue or a possible concussion.
maybe a stinger,
Yeah,
not
that
that
I'm
sting.
something like that is what I'm thinking. But yeah, whenever I was watching SmackDown and I saw how it went to commercial break, I was like, all right, it's gonna pick up after that.
Yeah,
And then we come back and he's just laying there and getting looked at. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And there's been a lot of back and forth ever since as far as is this a kayfabe injury or is this a real injury? I'm starting to believe it's actually real.
yeah,
And I actually believe that ever since it happened, just because Santos Escobar was given the win, but he was more concerned for Ray than celebrating the victory. And it didn't look like a kayfabe concern. It looked like he was legit concerned.
yes,
And I feel bad for him if this is a legit injury on Ray because it's been made very clear that he idolizes Ray. So to cause him injury, I would feel bad if I was Santo. And I know he feels bad. So I just hope it's not serious, man. It didn't look serious in the moment because, like you said, he was able to get up, shake Santo's hand, hug it out. So it looks like he's okay ish, but we're going to have to see what else comes out. But yeah, very, very unfortunate because it was one of the matches I was most looking forward to last night.
go ahead.
And
Okay.
hell yeah.
I'm sorry. Darby Allin's gonna fight Minoru Suzuki.
I know I'm like,
Well,
holy
Darby wanted to
shit,
fight, and he
murder
said, "I don't care who it
grandpa.
is." So Suzuki came out.
Yeah, I was in a bit of a shock as well when I saw Minoru come out, but I kept it together for the moment. But
It's
yes,
kind of hard
this
not
is
to.
gonna be crazy.
Uh,
But yeah, I just hope Ray is gonna be okay.
so the best moment of that whole segment was Michael Cole. He said, "Hey, Austin Theory's here in the skybox with his friends," and then they cut to a picture of him in the skybox. There's no one there around him.
He's all alone, bro.
That's all his friends.
That
Yeah, Austin Theory is the MJ of WWE.
fuck,
I
can I?
don't know, not because right now MJF seems to be pretty hot.
Yeah,
Well, as far as the no friends thing goes.
He's got one.
Oh,
MJF does at least one for now.
I thought you were talking about Theory.
He's got two.
oh yeah, pretty
Pretty
deadly.
deadly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go another route with that, so I'm just gonna keep it going. But yeah, we're just sending our well wishes to Ray and hope he's gonna be okay. So now that we got Johnny's moment in there, I'm gonna go over to Drew and get his moment for WWE.
Let's go with the second title defense of Dominic Mysterio taking on Sami Zayn and getting the win. I know people don't like Dominic having the title. I think it's a good thing for NXT, and it's a good thing for. It could be a good thing because if you think about it, there's nothing else out there right now. The only thing out there is baseball.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's no new TV shows. There's no other sports because of the writer's strike, the actor's strike. Everything's repeats. If you want to see something live, it's either baseball or wrestling. This could bring in a lot of fans and putting Dominic, bringing that NXT up to the main roster, could put more faces on NXT, more exposure for NXT. That's the way I look at that. Look at the NXT Dominic, the main roster,
Yeah,
NXT Championship.
I can agree with that because I think they're getting pretty high ratings right now, considering
Right.
I mean for NXT anyway.
Right, and every week somebody, even before Dominic won the title, somebody from Judgment Day was on NXT. A few weeks ago, Finn fought on NXT. Rhea's, I think either Rhea's fought. I think Rhea fought this week on NXT, or she's fighting next week on at the pay per view. So
Yeah.
it's just more eyes on NXT, and that's a good thing.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, in a way, I do agree with you. Judgment Day being around is probably bringing up the ratings for NXT, and it's bringing more eyes onto the main roster, which is a win-win for everybody. But you can't just put that all on Dominic.
Oh, I know.
That's Finn Balor, that's Damian Priest, that's Rhea Ripley, all having, well, 2 out of the 3 having matches on NXT.
And it's also Wesley,
Yes.
because this could do wonders for his career too, because if he
I
shows up and takes it from him, he could come to main roster fashion. We think he should.
That's what I was about to say. So you have Dominic just stay on the main roster, and Wesley comes up to Raw to fight Dominic. But yes, I agree with you. As a whole, it's making everything a lot more interesting, and they're setting up Judgment Day as the next big story for when
Finn,
for when all of this tribal chief stuff is over with. Which
or it could be even before that. If Finn happens to win at SummerSlam,
yeah,
Right.
everybody there would have either a title or an opportunity, a guaranteed opportunity for a title.
Yeah, and yep, and then you have conflict because one of the guys it would have that opportunity for the title that the other guy has.
Right. And
hell
you can
yeah.
go into Finn being paranoid that Damien is going to take it. Damien promising he won't take it from Finn. Won't go after it until after Finn loses. It could just be Finn being paranoid every week and getting
Yeah.
further and further away from Judgment Day. That's the next storyline they're building up
Yeah,
to
and I
after
think
Judgment Day, after Bloodline's done.
I think the
Yeah.
Bloodline one is about to be done because if I'm not mistaken, I thought I heard Roman say that last night that he's no longer the tribal chief. Last night.
I mean,
Technically, until
he
he
said
loses that title, he'll be tribal chief. That's the way I look at it. It's all with the house to do with the title.
Yeah.
yeah. The way I see it, it all depends on next weekend.
Right.
And
if Jay wins,
yeah. If it was me, I would say Jay, but a lot of people aren't convinced that he is the one.
he is main event Jay Uso.
Yeah.
And when he wins and takes the title from Roman's still going to take credit for him winning.
I'm
It's
going.
like I trained you and I taught you well. Here you go. I'm
Yeah.
going on a vacation for 6 months.
I'm going to wait until next Friday and see what happens. Who's standing strong at the end of the show, before I make my decision as to what I think is gonna happen. But yes, I do hope it's Jay. Even though this wasn't the strongest bloodline segments that happened this week, I'm just glad that we saw Jey Uso hitting a spear.
Yeah,
I really like that, especially since in the promo at the start, he was like, I've already beaten you once
Yeah.
and I can do it again. And him using the spear here, badass.
yeah.
Badass.
That'd be
And
like Roman taking out Jay with a super kick.
yeah. Yeah, so him using the spear and using it to set up the win. I mean, Grayson Waller was not going to win.
That
Yeah.
slap he got in the back from Jay. That was funny.
Yeah. So just for the fact that Jay was like, I've already beaten you once and I can beat you again, and him using the spear kind of show Roman, I got you. Like you're not the only one that can use the spear. Yeah, the bloodline was where it was at for me again this week. So hell yeah, I'm loving Jay, and I hope he gets a good shot next weekend. So now that we've gone through our moments for WWE, I'm gonna go back to Johnny and get his moment for AEW.
All right. So Orange Cassidy had his 27th successful uh, defense of the All Atlantic / International title.
That
He
kid's on a
defeated.
roll.
What's that?
That kid's on a roll.
Yeah. He so yeah. So I he deserved that new producer role. Uh, he defeated AR Fox, and now after the match, just like we got a new star, or we got, I guess, Hook was put over when Jack Perry turned on him, made Hook a bigger star. Uh, we got another turn after the match. And Orange Cassidy shook the hand of AR Fox, gave him the glasses. Cassidy turned his back, and uh, AR Fox smashed the glasses and punched Orange in the face. This brought out Darby Allen, who that's Darby lived with AR Fox when he was in starting out, and it was a friend of his, saying, why are you doing this, Well, coming up later on in the show, it was Darby against Swerve, and there was someone, a hooded person that came out to help Swerve, and that person turned out to be AR Fox. AR Fox has aligned himself with the Mogul Embassy.
And Darby just beat Suzuki.
Yeah, yes, he did. He did.
Yeah. Okay. We know AR Fox from what we have seen him do here in AEW. We know he's an immense talent. He's got a lot of history. We know he's a great talent. But everything he was doing didn't seem like it had a concrete direction for me. But him aligning himself here with the Mogul Embassy clears it up a little bit. At least it puts him aligned with someone that fits more his style. So I'm happy for AR Fox. It had come at a cost, but I'm excited to see what they do between him and Darby because they're gonna end up having a match
Yeah.
over this, and I'm kind of surprised AR hasn't came out here yet because Darby's just chilling,
Yeah.
celebrating the win in the ring. It looks like this would have been the perfect spot for AR to run in.
Well, that may be a Dynamite storyline.
Yeah.
So apparently, what I heard this week was that CM Punk actually got to choose who's on Collision,
Okay.
which is why you see Darby and why you saw Suzuki and FTR and MJF Adam Cole. Yeah,
Okay. So hell yeah, that I like that CM Punk is to choose has input on who he wants on there. So
yeah, because apparently Roosh just resigned,
yeah,
and CM Punk posted a picture of him that said Collider on it, which is what he calls people that are on Collision, and that makes sense because Andrade's on Collision.
yeah. Just like you were a little bit earlier, I was a little bit distracted with Tony Storm. It's Tony Storm,
Well,
bro.
I don't blame you.
Yeah,
Austin Medicine.
and I'm about to say, I guess you could call it my prediction.
And now some more jokes coming.
So it's gonna be Tony Storm Sheeta, right?
Yes,
I think Sheeta is gonna win.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm doing that prediction right now because
She was I liked her as the women's champion.
yeah,
Yeah, and she did it through COVID, which didn't have fans. So
Yeah, yeah.
so Sheeta deserves that chance because I want to see how her reception is as a champion with
Oh,
a crowd now.
yeah. Gravity's about to fly, and
I heard he's the younger brother of Bandito.
yeah, he is. Yeah,
Was anyway.
he is.
Oh, Gravity's gonna fly all right, but at the hands of Samoa Joe, he's gonna
Yeah.
get tossed around.
Gravity's gonna be grounded.
Yeah.
I love during the match with Pac they kept making the reference to Pac used to be known as the guy the man that Gravity forgot. And Pat went up to him. He's like, "Hey, remember me?"
Yeah. Okay, so it's like breaking news today
Uh-huh.
on WrestleLost because I got another thing to say.
Okay.
So, do you remember a couple? I would say it was like a month or two ago when we were talking about, um, damn it, Liv Morgan taking some time away with
Yeah,
Charlotte because they were going to do a movie.
yeah, and uh-huh.
So someone beat Liv Morgan, and she's no longer going to be in that movie.
Hmm.
Tony Storm beat her for the role.
Okay.
So that's why I think it's going to be Sheeta winning
Oh, okay.
because it's a major role
Yeah.
in a
Okay. I
movie.
could see that.
So yeah, that's why whenever I saw Tony Storm on my screen, I'm like, baby, you're gonna have to lose, but you're gonna make a movie, so
Yeah.
good on you, you know.
Do you know when that movie is going to start shooting by any chance?
Uh,
Oh, wait a minute. Actor strike. Shit.
yeah, it's the even with the strike going on, no details have been released about it.
And
They
that's
just
why.
know she was casted already.
And that's why. Unless the only thing that are shooting right now are anything overseas. Because I know, like House of the Dragon, they're still they're still filming. Other shows that film over in the UK and Europe, they're still allowed to go. It's only filming here in the US that's halted.
Yeah, it might be an overseas thing, but I'll gather up more details about the movie and what her role is going to be, and I'll have that for y'all next week. But yeah, she beat out Liv Morgan for the role. So sorry, Liv. There'll
But
be other movie roles.
we talked about Liv a couple weeks ago about her cutting her hair and was that Liv? Or was that
No,
Shotzi? That was
no,
Shotzi.
that
That's
was
Never mind.
Shotzi.
Nazi.
Never mind. Never
That
mind.
was
Anyway,
Nazi, bro.
something we didn't mention that Shotzi got engaged.
Yeah, I okay. That I didn't mention it for many reasons. One of the reasons was that's when the other controversy was going on
Yeah,
about people talking shit behind her back about why she would shave her head and all that. She also put out a statement later on that said she wanted to share that she had got engaged, but because of what people were saying about her sister and her shaving her head, that's why she decided not to. Because she didn't want to give them another reason to talk shit.
yeah.
So, yeah, we just need to be better people. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to go into a negative thing
But
right
we
now.
got a lot going on right now. We got wrestlers getting married. You got wrestlers going to have babies.
Yeah. Hey, and I've said it before. I'm gonna go ahead and say it again. This women's division in 15, 16 years, it's gonna be damn good. It's gonna be damn good. Second generation shit.
And you know what? If Ty Conti or Ty Mello can show up on camera pregnant, why can't Alexa?
I'm saying, that's probably her choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was your moment that we were on, right, Johnny?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So now that we got Johnny's moment in there, I'm gonna
Which
go
was
over.
about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to Drew and get his moment for AEW, and I'll be back.
Okay. I'm not sure how many people saw this moment because it was happening while we were on. But that ladder match for the mask, that was awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
Yeah. One point, Andrade got thrown up. The ladder was propped against the corner. He got thrown into the ladder, then a somersault over the ropes onto the floor. And then one point he got DDT'd on a ladder. And there was a spot where they handcuffed him to the ring post, and Julie had the key, and Buddy was going to hit him with the chair, but Andrade kicked the chair and somehow took the key and unlocked himself, then handcuffed Buddy to the chair. Buddy to the post. And
Yeah.
when he handcuffed Buddy, he started climbing the ladder. And when he did that, Julie jumped on Andrade's back, and he climbed the ladder with her on her back, while Buddy got the bolt cutters and cut himself loose, climbed the ladder, and then him and Julia went through a table. It was wild. But I really don't know what the deal with the mask was. I guess they stole it from Andrade and he wanted it back.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like it's a big deal in the
Yeah, and Lucha.
lucha. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was one wild ladder match that was going on while we were doing the news.
Yeah, luckily for when that match was happening, like you said, the news was going down, so I was paying real close attention to it, and it was a very badass match. Johnny, you need to go rewatch it
Yeah, I am. I
because
am.
I know you were doing the news thing, so you were focusing on that.
Yeah,
But we
because I gotta go back and watch Darby and Murder Grandpa.
Yeah. I my thoughts on this match was that it was really, really good. And even
I,
though Andrade won,
I like how Julie got involved.
yes, I'm hoping it's been a while where House of Black has been these same members, and I think they could benefit from one more. And Andrade has the mask, so why not? I wouldn't mind if
I,
Andrade joins the House of Black.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that
No,
because of what we talked about earlier this week.
dude, we've talked about so much that you might need to do a
I
refresh.
didn't talk about nothing.
Possibility of of Wyndham.
Mm, uh, I'm 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 holding out because it's unknown.
Yeah,
Like we don't know. We don't know at this point. Okay, so the discussion we had was what would you do with Wyndham? At this point, I don't care if it's WWE. I don't care if it's AEW. I don't care if he moves away from wrestling altogether and you just make movies, make horror movies. All these ideas you have, just make horror movies, man. Be
Hmm.
like be like the next Rob Zombie. Hell, I want to see a Bray Wyatt more warped version of Halloween. I wouldn't mind. Like you could even do a double director sort of thing, and you have Bray Wyatt team up with Rob Zombie, and they make a movie together. See what kind of sinister shit y'all can come up with. I just want to see him do something because right now he's just waiting to be cleared.
Yeah.
He says
I,
he's good to go.
I don't think he needs to remake anything. He's with his mind, he can come up with everything.
Yeah,
A
like
really good movie.
obviously he'll have original movies, but I wouldn't mind seeing his take on some of these other ones because I'm pretty sure he could come up with some great ideas for them too. But yeah, I just want my Bray Wyatt back in any way, shape, or form.
Kind of like the Chili's commercial. I want my Bray back, Bray back, Bray back. Oh.
Yeah, I want my Bray back, Bray back, Bray back, Bray back. Yeah, that's what I want. I just want my Bray back. Ah, man, I really do miss him. So, all right. See, I got all into Bray talk now, and I don't even know what my
it was
moment.
Andrews. It was Andrews. It's your turn.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just don't know what I would go with. I'm just gonna touch on something here because Johnny took the Orange Cassidy moment, but I'm just gonna expand on it a little bit. So it looks like the next competitor for the All Atlantic Championship
International.
in international, my bad, is gonna be John Moxley
Yeah.
Let's go.
because Moxley attacked Orange Cassidy. And I'm sorry, I love you. Oh, I love you, freshly squeezed. But if you beat Moxley, I might have to place a bet in Vegas or some shit. Because even though I have much respect for Orange Cassidy, I would say is one in a million chance of you beating Moxley. I'm just ready to see this
Uh
match.
oh.
Oh.
Huh.
CM Punk has his own title.
I have to turn my volume up. Hmm.
That's from the title he had it before the all out
Yeah.
brawl or whatever
Yeah.
that he never lost.
He's got some spray paint. Oh shit. Now you know they're gonna be selling versions of the title with the X on it.
He's getting booed. X.
Ah.
He just said MJF's like.
I know. So what happens here?
Oh,
Because you
I think FTR is going to win tonight.
okay.
Anyway, let's get back.
All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and dive into this because so we got MJF who's champion. Now we got CM Punk claiming he's the champion
Yeah.
Because he never lost.
because he never lost.
Yeah.
But we also had MJF say that he wants to give Adam Cole the shot. So I'm gonna make this on the fly prediction right now.
I don't think it's going to be a 3-way.
I'm calling a 3-way.
No.
No.
Calling a 3-way.
No. It's going to be Adam Cole, MJF at All In, and the next week in Chicago, all CM Punk and Adam and MJF at All Out in Chicago.
Or that.
Or
Or
they have different shows. They have different titles for each show.
Yes. Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Right.
that's the easy way out, but I get it.
But that way you have a because Punk
That-
can't work with certain people.
Yeah.
Right.
If you can't work with certain people, you can't be on the other show. If you can't be on the other show, you can't be champion of both shows.
But you can't. I get it. I get it that he can't get along with some people, but y'all
So
work,
what's your,
y'all
but
work
if
for the
he's-
same company, dude.
but if
You're
you
gonna have
make
to
him
cross
champion,
pass eventually.
well, I know. But if you make him champion, you're saying the people he can't work with will never get a title shot if he
Well-
can't work with them.
There's some ways to get around that. At Forbidden Door, CM Punk was in a different part of the building than the Young Bucks and Kenny were.
Well, I know. But if they're on different, I just say keep it separate.
Yeah.
That's the best way to handle this.
Yeah.
It's like you have a SmackDown title, you have a Raw title. Here you have a Dynamite title, you have a Collision title.
Yeah, and just change the name. Change the names. Like say the Dynamite heavyweight title or the Collision heavyweight title. The
Or you have
Collision world
you
title.
have the AEW champion, and the AEW, and then you have the world heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Something.
because what is like the full technical title name of the one MJF has?
The AEW World Heavyweight title.
Okay, because Punk just called it Heavyweight Championship. I don't know. This is weird. This is weird, but I like it because it keeps things unpredictable.
Now they're going to have to do something.
Yeah, this is confusing, but in a good way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's a phrase I've thrown in there before. So yeah, I'm interested to see what they decide to do here with these two titles now. But yeah, speaking about titles, like I said, I don't think Orange Cassidy stands a chance against Moxley. We were in the middle of my moment when this all started happening. So yeah, I think I'm sorry, Orange Cassidy, but
I think Mox takes it if he gets a title shot.
yeah.
But come on, 27 successful defenses. That's a pretty
Oh,
good
it's a
run.
hell of a run, dude. It's not gonna take anything away from Orange
Oh, no.
Cassidy losing to Moxley. So
Orange
um,
Cassidy would be is the second biggest star in this company,
yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Moxley's one, and Punk would probably be what, third, fourth?
Yeah. And I did hear okay, so much different stuff that I've been seeing on Twitter today and these last couple of days. Most of it I've already brought up, but this is the last one I'm going to bring up. And it could go good for one, it could be good for one company and bad for another. But one of the things I read today is that Jade Cargill more than likely is not coming back to AEW.
Did she get her feelings hurt because they broke her string?
Probably. And if she's not going to be in AEW, then you know who's going to want her.
But they already have one of those. Her name's Bianca.
But Bianca is on what show?
SmackDown.
SmackDown. Charlotte is Raw, right?
No, Charlotte's
It's
also
SmackDown
SmackDown.
too. Okay. Creates a problem
But what
because
is the draft anyway?
and yeah, true. What's the
Hey,
draft anyway? We know it doesn't matter. It hasn't mattered so far. So yeah, that's just another one of the things that I heard today is that Jade Cargill, there's a chance of her not coming back to AEW, and that a lot of people in that discussion seem to think that a move to WWE is what she would probably do. But can you imagine for one of the upcoming pay-per-views if they were to say, okay, we're gonna set up Charlotte versus Jade Cargill. That's my I'm gonna take a nap match. That's my you're gonna audibly hear me snoring match.
oh, that's one of the few times you root for Charlotte.
You know what? Yeah, sure, why not? I would root for Charlotte.
Can you imagine how Charlotte would react to someone of that non-caliber of wrestling in the ring with her? It's like, what is she doing?
So while we were discussing that, they set up a match for Collision next week in Greenville, South Carolina for that title. CM Punk versus Ricky Starks with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat as special guest referee.
Huh.
Yes.
2 Rickies.
Yeah.
Huh. That's going to be fun to watch. I still think CM Punk wins. Unfortunately for Ricky. But yeah, CM Punk definitely wins there. This has been a weird one. Like we were staying focused and then shit started happening here on Collision
And now the guns are coming up.
and we went off the rails and now the guns are coming out.
And apparently, so Dasha did announce the guns as part of Bullet Club
Book
Gold.
Club.
Oh yeah, they're Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Full gold. I like them in Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a comment that Sean made throughout the week where he said just when you think because some people were down on Bullet Club saying they weren't as relevant as they were in years past, but that they're gaining momentum with everything that's happening in Bullet Club all over the place, whether it be New Japan, whether it be here in AEW, that more people are talking about Bullet Club. So, yeah, they're going back and making and remaking the name for themselves.
I like this team they're facing.
Oh yeah.
Action and Jolly, Darius Martin, and Hijo de Vikingo.
Oh dude, they're gonna be flying all over the place. I can't wait, dude. This is gonna be badass. But yeah, like I said, we've been watching Collision as we've been discussing. So we've been a little bit all over the place,
And
but it's been fun.
it's gonna be like this a lot more.
Yeah, I think this is how it's gonna be every single weekend from now on.
Next Saturday is going to be the big test for the Collision because it's the first time they're going to go head to head with a,
Pay-per-view.
WWE pay per view. Yeah,
PLE.
yeah, PLE.
A play.
So
So yeah, that week next weekend for sure. I'm gonna
which
have
that makes sense why they got Ricky Steamboat and CM Punk having a match for his title next week.
yeah. Now it does make sense.
Get the eyes on Collision.
Yeah. Well, from the looks of how things are shaping up on going next weekend, I'm gonna have Collision on my TV, our stream setup going on this monitor, and to the monitor on my right, I'm gonna have WWE on. But I'm gonna have to have that audio muted, or else it'll come through.
Gonna do a dual watch along.
I'm gonna be doing a dual watch along. That's gonna be interesting as hell. All of a sudden, I'm gonna be over here, looking over here. Then you're gonna see me looking over there. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting week. So, be sure to watch us next weekend because we're gonna have multiple watch alongs going on. But to wrap it up, I hope he has a good one this week. It is time to stump the brain.
Okay. This is a strange one. Who is the only person in WWE history to lose a championship to himself?
Oh, Cody Rhodes.
Yes. 2008,
Yes.
Night of Champions. He was teaming with Hardcore Holly
Yeah.
to take on Ted DiBiase and a mystery partner.
Cody was the mystery partner.
Cody turned out to be the mystery partner. So in the record books, Hardcore Holly and Cody Rhodes lost tag team titles to Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a weird one. I forgot about that. shit.
I knew that as soon as you said it.
So I'm guessing that's the only time in history that has ever happened
So far,
Yes.
so far. Uh, please let that be the only time in history
Yeah.
that has happened. There's okay, so I don't know if y'all have seen this. See, I'm just going on a small little thing real quick. I'm going to ask y'all this question. Do you think it's possible for Glenn Jacobs, aka Kane, to still have a match?
yes.
Yeah, it could.
Okay, because I don't know if y'all have seen this, and I don't even know what company it's for, but now there is a blue Kane, and his name is Blue Kane.
See the
But
big blue. See the big blue machine.
yes, he's the big blue machine Kane. But I need to check if he's still able to use that gimmick because I heard they were having issues over him being able to be Blue Kane.
I mean,
So
he could spell it different. He could spell like Cain.
yeah, or even like Kane Velasquez, Cain.
I just said that.
Or I thought you said Cane. But either way, like he could spell it differently.
Yeah.
That's just something I thought of right
And
now.
that almost sounds like a Mortal Kombat spoof.
Yeah,
Blue Kane.
yeah. But hey, if WWE wants to do it for the fun of it, I want to see the big red machine Kane versus the big blue machine Kane. I think it'd be fun.
In a Halo match.
Hell yeah. In a
Red
Halo
versus
match. So yeah, if y'all haven't seen it, definitely go check out the Big Blue Machine Kane. He's all over Twitter. You can probably find some of his shit on YouTube. And Hijo del Vikingo is about to kill himself. He's gonna get launched up into the air. Holy shit, Santan onto all three of them.
Oh,
Holy shit. Hey, you're not getting up too quick from that one, are you, Vikingo? Yeah, that looked badass though.
yeah. Yeah, that deserves holy shit chance.
Yeah, that definitely deserves holy shit chance. All right. So, like always, if you have any questions or comments, wrestlelost@gmail.com, WrestleLost on Facebook, and don't forget to give us a follow and subscribe here on Twitch and over on our YouTube channel.
Also, join us on Monday for our Wrestling with Conspiracies podcast.
Yes, yes. We are going to be tackling. Who boy, it's going to be a crazy one. We are going to be tackling alien abductions. So I have my work cut out for me. I'm gonna find the perfect video for us to play tomorrow at the or to play on Monday at the start. I have a couple of videos in mind. I just have to make that decision. So
Yeah,
definitely
and
tune in
there's quite a few to
on Monday.
choose from, and quite a few stories that just are out there.
Oh yeah, there's 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 gonna be no lack of stories for us to share that day.
Yeah.
So yes, tune in on Monday for that. So
the
hope
Bullet
everybody.
the Bullet Club just won, and they got a cardboard cutout of Jay White in the ring with them celebrating.
Yeah, they're celebrating with that cardboard cutout a little bit too much. It's making me think things I shouldn't think of them. What kind of freaks
It's
are
funny.
y'all? But yeah, it's funny as fuck. So hope everybody enjoys the rest of Collision. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and see y'all
Enjoy
Monday.
XP.
Check you later.
NXT.
See you Monday.
Check you later.